was whilst we were looking at this industry that we realised that we'd been touting around saying that planar transformers had lower losses for a number of years. Being engineers, we've never really worked out the connection to the fact that that is higher efficiency. We then started realising that if we marketed our products more directly as being high efficiency products, which is what we'd always been intending to say but never quite got it across in the right way, that this might open up a number of areas that we haven't yet encountered. This brings me on to the low carbon markets that we're now getting involved with. I'm going to provide just a couple of examples whilst I go through these. As explained, we're already into the battery charging for electric vehicles, but there's also opportunities for onboard systems as part of the drivetrain, and there's a transformer in there which, again, if you use planar transformer, you're going to get higher efficiency from an electrical point of view. Secondly, the weight is also a significant driver when a transformer is on board a vehicle. Obviously, the lower the weight the vehicle is, the less energy is required to actually move it around. As everybody at the moment wants their aircon and their electric windows and everything else, we're actually finding the weight of vehicles is increasing whilst the efficiency is going up. So there's actually a net zero effect at the current time. So because we can reduce the weight, that's an extra advantage to the electric vehicle. I was recently at a presentation from Nissan, and they have decided to actually skip the hybrid vehicle completely, and they've moved on to a suite of electric vehicles which they've designed from scratch off a blank sheet of paper. Part of the reason for that is that they've decided that the electric vehicle market is going to be the driver for the next 5 to 10 years at least, and certainly in the medium term. I was very pleased that Andrew agreed with me on that in advance of my talk. Currently there are 800 million cars in the world in 2009, and that's predicted to be 2.5 billion by 2050. And clearly, it's not sustainable for us to have that growth whilst using oil as our main driver for moving these vehicles. It's our opinion that the hydrogen fuel cell has potential in the longer term, but not least in terms of the infrastructure of distributing hydrogen around the UK or any other country in the world. That's going to take a very long time. So I think it's certainly fair to say that in the medium term, the electric vehicle market will be the key driver for change, not least because let's say Nissan, for example, having a battery charger on board the car which you can plug into a 13-amp socket at home. It will charge for 7 or 8 hours overnight, and then you'll have over 100 miles range the following morning. Most people say that the range is the biggest problem for electric vehicles, but when you consider that 80% of journeys worldwide are less than 100 miles, you'll realise that actually most of us would be able to do all of our day-to-day commuting in an electric vehicle without any issues. The second market that we're finding large growth in is the renewable energy sector. We have some wind and also potentially wind turbine applications, but the main driver is the solar power market. Again, this is the efficiency that's the key driver for this market. Firstly, the electrical efficiency that can be achieved at 99% compared to the 85% for conventional transformer. But secondly, again, the low profile of planar transformers is providing an extra benefit. Currently, the solar panels are obviously attached to the roof of your home, and the inverter unit to transfer the sun energy into electrical energy is placed inside the house, be that in the roof space or somewhere down in the lower levels. The fact that we can now use a planar transformer for the inverter technology means that the inverter itself can be placed on the roof underneath the solar panel. There's about a 45mm gap available. And because the transformer is only 20mm high, the inverter technology can go onto the roof. This has an extra benefit because the further the inverter is away from the panel, the more energy you are losing in that transfer. So the fact that we can get the inverter very close to the panel means that we're increasing the efficiency and we're not losing as much energy from the outset. Another thing that is very beneficial to this is that currently you need specialised trained people to install your inverter in your home. But with a box that literally just goes straight onto your roof, it will be much easier to install and will reduce the amount of training required for installers, and effectively any electrician will be able to install the technology, whereas currently only specialised people are allowed to do that. So it should open up the market in that sense as well. We're also experiencing some new market areas very recently in the last 6 months. I've described there energy harvesting. Formula One fans amongst you will have heard of the Curran system, which is kinetic energy recovery from braking systems. Basically, as you apply the brakes in your car, currently all the energy is being wasted. That energy in these systems can be recouped and stored as electrical energy in a battery, which can then be, by use of well, in Formula One, it's a sort of Dukes of Hazzard boost button. But basically that electrical energy is put back into the vehicle and reused. We're also discovering LED market and other low carbon lighting situations are also looking for small, very small, low profile energy efficient transformers. Currently the marketplace for planar transformers in the world is about $25 million. So we're very small compared to the billions and billions of the conventional transformer market. But with these low carbon areas that are opening up at the current time, we're expecting that to grow to about $100 million in the next 5 years, a fourfold increase. My company, Himag Solutions, currently we're turning over in the region of $1 million, and we're expecting that to reach about $5 million in the next 3 or 4 years. So it's a very exciting time for us, and able to bring energy efficiency to what is already a low carbon sector. Thank you very much.